Good day, good day, good day, and welcome to Transformation Theater's initial podcast. We hope that it is well with your soul. And today we're going to let you know a little bit about Transformation Theater Productions. Transformation Theater, theater that changes life. We've been around for about 6.5 years. Transformation Theater started, I had just left the pastorate, and I was a part of a drama ministry earlier on in my life. And through different functions, that particular drama ministry had stopped going around performing, and I'll get into that a little bit later. But there were about 8 different productions, all original, that we had written, and they were sitting in a crate doing nothing. And after I left the pastorate, my wife came upon that crate with the different productions. And she said that she was challenged by God. She brought the challenge to me, and I was challenged by God that we needed to do something with those particular productions. Hence, Transformation Theater Productions was formed. We have done a number of things in the South Jersey, Camden area. We produced 2 different gospel concerts with local gospel artists who were anxious to get their work out to the public. We performed at the Kroc Center in Camden, New Jersey. And we've also helped a couple of other production companies get their productions out to the public. One was Chosen Vessels, run by my good friend, the late Reverend Gary C. Johnson. And his production was entitled Aunt Lo's Rent Party. And we also helped another good friend of mine, the Reverend Dr. Marcy Bryant, with her production company, get her play out to the public called Sister Eyre. And both of those were a success in the South Jersey area. So then we decided that we needed to do something with those productions that we had sitting around doing nothing. So our first production was a production called Choices. Now, Choices is about a young lady who had gotten married and her husband walked out on her. And here it is 6.5 years later. She is starting to date again, looking forward to a divorce from her husband. And lo and behold, what happens? She gets engaged to the person that she's dating, and up pops the husband. And we see how that affects the lives of their 2 children, and she has some choices to make concerning her belief in God. Another production we did was a production written by Mercedes Schwann entitled The Trials of J.O. Butler, which is a contemporary look at the book of Job. And that particular production is on video and can be purchased. And if you'd like more information, I'll share that a little bit later in the podcast. We've also done a production called Missions to Be or Not to Be, which is also on video. And what we do in that particular production is we put missions on trial. And we present some characters that are for missions and some characters that are against missions. So we have a prosecuting attorney and a defense attorney. And by the end of that particular production, you get to decide how you feel about missions. Another production that we've done is The Christmas Story, Part 1, which is concerning the Thompson family. and how they celebrate the Christmas holiday, and how each member of their family is affected by how they celebrate Christmas. And another production that we did was a production entitled Well, I'm not sure of that one right now, but it'll come to me later. What we do at Transformation Theater Productions, our mission is to promote the gospel of Jesus Christ through the performing arts. We believe that the gospel has the power to change lives according to our theme verse of Romans chapter 12, verses 1 and 2, which states, "I beseech you, brethren, by the mercies of God, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto God, which is your reasonable service. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good, perfect, and acceptable will of God." At Transformation Theater Productions, people have the opportunity to see themselves and see how they can make change. Our hope is that families become stronger, singles become wiser, and children learn to make positive decisions. Because better individuals produce stronger families, which make a stronger society. And we'll be right back after this word concerning Transformation Theater Productions.
Commercial for Transformation Theater.
That's right, we are the theater that changes lives. Are you looking for quality Christian entertainment for your marriage ministry, singles ministry, and or youth ministry? We provide uplifting, edifying events that glorify God. You know, this is a perfect evangelical opportunity to invite friends and family who may not come out to a church service, but will come to an afternoon or evening of wholesome family entertainment for a good, reasonable price. Transformation Theater Productions are federal tax exempt, and we're a nonprofit. And we are currently looking to lease or rent space in the South Jersey area, preferably a place that has a parking lot. Transformation Theater, as I said earlier, has worked with local gospel artists. We've worked with Chosen Vessels Productions Incorporated and BVT Productions. And our functions have had a profound impact on the lives of audience members. So when you hear about a production that Transformation Theater is doing, we invite you to come and be blessed. Well, originally, I was talking earlier on about the 8 productions that we had sitting in a box that my wife found. And those productions were written being a part of a drama ministry called Actors for Christ Incorporated. And just to give you a little bit about them, Actors for Christ began performing in December of 1981 and was incorporated by Reverend Gary C. Johnson, Brother Lawrence Scott Jr., and Garfield Randleman. And all 3 of those gentlemen went on to pursue a call in ministry. Our first production was called The Ups and Downs of Mr. C, which we hope to bring back in year 2024. So be looking for that. Since they have been together back in 1982, more than 2,000 people have made decisions for Christ as a result of the performances of Actors for Christ. And all of the members are born-again believers in the Lord Jesus Christ who had given their gifts, talents, and abilities over to the Lord for His use and for His glory. The members were from various churches within the Philadelphia, South Jersey area. In addition to performing in Philadelphia and surrounding areas over the years, God blessed the ministry of Actors for Christ to perform in the states of Kansas, Virginia, Georgia, New York, Washington, D.C., and out of the country in Canada and Bermuda. And as I said at the time, we had a repertoire of 7 different productions. So that's a little bit about how Actors for Christ came about. And we stayed together as a drama ministry for about 25 years. And the members of the drama ministry pursued a call to ministry. Some got promotions in their churches with leadership positions. And we were no longer able to travel around as we had done previously. So those different productions kind of sat for a while until they were discovered, almost like how the book of the law was discovered. Well, we'll be right back after this particular word from our sponsor.
Men, if you're over the age of 45, why don't you be the hero in your life and get checked for cancer screening? Be the hero for yourself. Be the hero for your family. Be the hero that God intended you to be. Yes, it's uncomfortable, but a little uncomfortability will last a lifetime. Don't put it off. Your family's counting on you. God is counting on you. And more importantly, you need to be counting on you. So get checked if you're over the age of 45.
Yes, this is Reverend Lawrence A. Scott Jr., and I'm proud to say, by the grace of God, that I am a cancer survivor. I was diagnosed last year with prostate cancer, and decided to get a second opinion to make sure that it was there, and proceeded to get it taken care of. I urge men, if you're approaching that age of 45, please go get yourself screened and checked for cancer. Too often we experience symptoms and we just let it sit, and the longer it sits, the more damage it's doing. So be the hero that God intended you to be. Be the hero for your family, and more importantly, be the hero for yourself. Well, some of the things that are upcoming in Transformation Theater Productions. We look to do further podcasts, bringing one of our productions to life called The Little Foxes of Marriage. In the Song of Solomon, second chapter, it talks about how the little foxes spoil the vine. And if you have been married for any length of time, you know that it is not the major things, but somehow it becomes the little things that can erode a marriage. And we want to bring that particular production to life. That particular production follows a young couple from being introduced to one another all the way up through marriage and all of the excitement that brings. I spoke earlier about two different productions that we have online that can be purchased. One is The Trials of J.O. Butler, which is a contemporary look at the book of Job. And the other is Missions to Be or Not to Be. And if you like more information how you can purchase those particular productions, you can see our website, which is www.transformationtheaterprod.net. Once again, transformationtheaterprod.net. And that's all one word with the exception of the .net. If you'd like to stay in contact with us, you can reach us by phone at area code 856-336-5355, or you can reach us by Post Office Box 1341, Camden, New Jersey 08105. Once again, that's Post Office Box 1341, Camden, New Jersey 08105. And if you'd like to shoot us an email, you can do that also at transformationtheater1@gmail.com. We also have a clothing line that we promote within our store. And if you're interested in finding that information, you can look on our website or go to ttpchrist.com and it'll take you directly to our store. And you can purchase some good, godly apparel. Well, that is about all the time that we have for today. And tune in as we have future podcasts down the line. Not only will we be showcasing some of our productions, but we'll also have a talk format for young adults and something to help singles. Amen. Well, before we go, there's a couple of people I'd like to thank. I'd like to thank Mr. William Henley of G&T Productions for getting us up and running. I'd like to thank our board of directors at Transformation Theater Productions. And for our music, Mr. Jonathan McGill on keyboard, Mr. Miles Fordham Johnson on drums, and Mr. Joshua Henderson on the organ. So we invite you to follow us along, and as soon as we have a particular platform, we'll let you know when and where and what time. So until that time, we hope that it is well with your soul. And we're going to